My name is Alioune Samb. They call me Ali for short. I am originally from Senegal, West Africa. I moved to America almost 30 years ago for college. Always lived in Minnesota. In a nutshell, that's the story of my life. I am a mortgage banker. I've studied economics in high school. I've studied economics in college. I graduated with a bachelor degree of economics and finance, and I've always been in the finance industry since I finished college. This career picked me, and it picked me early on. I was 14. I was lucky enough to read a book called The Capital by Karl Marx. And the book captured me, and it opened up my eyes in terms of how money was distributed. And I've studied money since I was 14. So pretty much I can say it's in my blood. In the mathematics of it, it's not very different. It's in the legalities of how the documents are drafted that we can see a difference. In terms of the contracts, the Islamic financing have a tendency to be a co-owned process, and the mortgage on the regular are not. It's a bit different in terms of how the contract is signed, but in real terms, in mathematical terms, there are no difference between the Islamic loans and the conventional loans. The lender is the institution that finances, or the individual that finances the purchase of the home. So the commodity that the lender is selling is called money, is called a mortgage. That's what the role of a banker is to provide the funds necessary to either purchase a car, a house, a building. That's pretty much, in a summary, what the role of a lender is. Pre-approval letter is a letter that allows the consumer to start the shopping process, the buying process. It allows the client to be able to provide a letter to whoever is listing or selling a home to say, I'm pre-qualified already to own or to buy. That way the seller is confident in terms of your ability to purchase. Predetermined. It depends on the type of loan, and it depends on the timing as well. At times we can go as low as 580 minimum score for FHA loans, which are the government-backed loans. But most lenders would require, I would say, 620, 640 minimum scores. At Optima Lending, we choose to run the soft pool to pre-qualify. So we only run the hard pool once the client is already ready to purchase. When they have a purchase contract to purchase, that's when we run the hard pool. But no, it's not a requirement to run a hard pool in order to get pre-approved. Yes, there are a lot of down payment assistance programs. Some are state down payment assistance. Some are county down payment assistance programs. Some are non-for-profit organizations that would have some funds available for the general public to be able to buy a house if they have the income, but they don't have the down payment in order for them to purchase a house. It's complicated programs, so a lot of lenders do not want to touch those programs. So you have to find a savvy lender that is aware of all the down payment programs that are out there. You can search online as well. So we advise clients, when you're buying a house, come to your lender and say, hey, I went online, I found this program. Is this something that I can use? These programs come often, and they may dry up too at times. So it's up to the client to do their research and come to the lender and say, hey, I found this, can you help me use these funds. And sometimes we can use even 2 or 3 different sources of down payments. That is possible as well. The minimum down payments that you may need to purchase a home may vary. It can be as low as 3%, 3.5%, 5%, depending on the client situation. But there are no sets of rules. Sometimes there are programs where the institutions will allow us with $1,000 to purchase a house. So that varies. Yes, the answer is yes. And the reason why I'm saying it's yes is multi-layered. We as immigrants do not know or understand how money works in general. And the only way that we can save money is through investing. A home that you purchase today at $100,000 has a tendency within 10 years to multiply itself by 2. So a house that I purchased today at $100,000, 10 years from now would be worth $200,000, so forth and so on. So we encourage people to, despite the fact that we're scared because some of us are in transit, we don't think that we want to commit to America yet. Most immigrants are not going to go back to their native countries. They are going to stay here for 10, 15, 20 years. So we advise people to really change their mindset of, instead of being just consumers, but to start thinking in terms of investing. Investing is money that I'm saving for today in order to have more money tomorrow. Being aware, being educated, being informed about what are the right products for them, either on the conventional or the Islamic programs. What are they searching really? In general, what we're looking for in any product is it the best product out there? Is it the cheapest product out there? So you have to find a lender that would be committing to you to answer and clarify some of these questions for you as a client. So the challenge is though is not fearing the information. Sometimes people come to us and the answers that we give them are not what they were looking for. So sometimes they have a tendency to push the reality and pay way more than they're required to pay because just of the lack of trust in the process or lack of trust into our abilities to be able to do the best for them. So we encourage people to, when you come to us, some of the questions that we are telling you, it's maybe not possible today, but a month from now, 2 months from now, you may be qualifying for these loans at a cheaper price instead of paying premium right now because you want it yesterday. So a lot of these things is lack of patience, lack of understanding of what the financial industry looks like in general. So those are some of the challenges that I have seen in the 20 years that I've worked in the finance industry or the mortgage industry in general. Investing at 25, $100 a month, by the time you're 65, it's $1 million. I wait 10 years. I start the same process at 35. I'm at $600,000. Just 10 years, $100 a month at 7% interest, 7% return. So the earlier you start investing, I know for the youth, consuming is more what is easy for us to do as young people. But we encourage the young people to really think about investing already. Start early, learn. If you have questions, contact us. And we do teach benevolent classes. I myself and my partner teach classes, both at the African Development Center and the African Economic Development Solutions. So we are open to the community. We are willing to share the little knowledge that we have with the community in terms of improving the financial health and the financial literacy of our communities.